morning, and thank you for being such loyal supporters. All of you that are here. I was thinking about just how wonderful it is that you bring your beautiful presence every Sunday. Did you see something, Vern? No. I'm going to begin this morning with a reading on peace. With everything that's happened, even in this last week, we must be asking ourselves, what more can happen on our precious planet? And so I'd like to begin with this piece reading from Ernest Holmes it seems so appropriate to start this morning's meditation. Peace must exist at the center of everything, or the universe itself would be chaos. You and I already know this, and I believe it. You are going to act as though it were true, because it is true. There is peace at the center of our beings, a peace that can be felt throughout the day and in the cool of the evening. When the first star shines in the soft light of the sky, it spreads its comforting glow over all that exists. We can say often, in this peace that holds me so gently, I find strength and protection from all fear and anxiety. It is the peace of God in which I feel the love of a holy presence. I am so conscious of this love, this protection, that every sense of fear slips away from me as mist fades in the morning light. I see good in everything, God personified in all people. Life manifest in every event. Thank you, gods. Your spirit is not separate from persons or events. I see that it unites everything with itself, vitalizing all with energy of its own being, creating everything through its own divine imagination, surrounding everything with peace and quiet calm. I am one with this deep, abiding peace, and therefore I know that all is well. As we breathe in deeply and feel these words permeating every cell of our bodies, feeling the beautiful support of our body on the chair on the floor. This wonderful spiritual home, carrying the energy of all its members and visitors and children and friends. A belief of oneness that is permeating the very ethers in this place. And I love that I know that words of truth extend beyond the walls or buildings or beliefs of anything or anyone. And true words have great power in continuing to permeate and move forward through all the atmosphere. And only God knows how far it travels and where it goes. We are fed by this cleansing, this education of spirit, ever so available in any time we close our eyes and think about it, feel it, acknowledge it, and accept that we are all of that at all times. So I am knowing for any person that are hearing these words that all are imbued with the wisdom of God itself. And our awareness can help the young that seek the good, the God, a higher belief, that in a nanosecond of desire, saying yes to more knowledge, we can keep growing in healing truths and power forever. And in this way, we are used for the power of good. No separation, no special ones or different ones. All people privy to healing, forward movement and growth, more understanding, huge increased amounts of love to share and to feed and to lift and heal what's before us, especially at this time on planet Earth. I breathe in deeply. These truths. I am lighted, light. And the wonderful instrument for the one. As are all within the sound of my voice. We unify even more consciously. And in the silence now for moments, let each one's own personal question, situation be answered, and each strengthened to act on what is received. I thank for all that has been received in the silence by multitudes. And I know that our lives are enhanced from the rest of the program of being together today and magnified. And that we all move from palpable, knowing instruction of our lives moment by moment in whatever is ahead in this following week. And so I bring awareness to my own body to feel the physical place I'm in, the wonderful room, the solidness of the chair, the anticipation of the message today and the music, and the privilege of being alive. And so it is.
When you're losing your way, when it's too hard to take, when your will is broken, I'm here. I can be your shelter, be a safe place to land. When your heart feels empty, I'm here. I have enough love for both of us. I know it's gonna be okay. Have enough love for both of us. Love always finds a way. Love always finds a way. If the future's unknown and the past overgrown, I will cradle your soul. Don't fear. I have enough love for both of us. I know it's gonna be okay. Have enough love for both of us. Love always finds a way. Love always finds a way. I'm your light in the storm. I'm your call to come home. I'm a beacon of hope. You can count on me. You can count on me. I have enough love for both of us. I know it's gonna be okay. I have enough love for both of us. Love always finds a way. Love always finds a way. Have enough love for both of us. Know it's gonna be okay. Have enough love for both of us. Love always finds a way. Love always finds a way. Love always finds a way. Love always finds a way.
And the crowd goes wild. Woo! That was beautiful. Thank you, Amy, Oliver, and the harmonies of our band. We're so blessed. Good morning, everybody. It's wonderful to see you. Even though I can't see you, I know you're out there. Thank you for being here. I want to welcome everybody to our live stream Sunday celebration here at the Calgary Centre for Spiritual Living. And if you are new to the center, if you're just tuning in for the first time, I'll introduce myself. I'm Pat Campbell, and I am the spiritual director of the center. And again, if you haven't been here before, okay, let's make sure my slides go. Can we maybe make something happen there? Yeah, that'll work. That's the one I was looking for. Thank you. So we are a faith tradition that honors all faith traditions. Not necessarily that we practice all of them, but we recognize the value in all of them, because we understand that there are 8 billion people on this planet. That means 8 billion people who are individualizations of the divine energy that flows and knows itself through everything and everyone. And so each of us is here on our own path. And so whichever path that you happen to be following, it's absolutely wonderful, and we honor that and recognize that path that you're on, because we know we're all on one. So we're going to start out by singing what we call our Kong song. And did you write this one? With Gary and Karen again. That was a prolific group. This is super easy. This is all the lyrics you need to know. It's got a little bit of a beat, so let's go ahead and sing together.
We have come here to love one another. We have come here to let our love show. We are family, we're sisters and we're brothers, and we carry this love everywhere that we go. We have come here to love one another. We have come here to let our love show. We are family, we're sisters and we're brothers, and we carry this love everywhere that we go. We carry this love. Carry this love. We carry this love. We carry this love. We carry this love. Carry this love. We carry this love everywhere that we go. All right, we have come here to love one another. We have come here to let our love show. We are family, we're sisters and we're brothers, and we carry this love everywhere that we go. We have come here to love one another. We have come here to let our love show. We are family, we're sisters and we're brothers, and we carry this love everywhere that we go. Oh, we carry this love. Carry this love. We carry this love. Carry this love. Oh, we carry this love. Carry this love. We carry this love everywhere that we go. All right, we have come here to love one another. We have come here to let our love show. We are families, we're sisters and we're brothers, and we carry this love everywhere that we go.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. I know. We're so used to in our when we're here in person is that this is the time we send the kids off to Fun Day, and we always have some sort of a fun little song that accompanies them. So will you play that? Will you just do it? Oh golly. I know. It's been so long. Oh golly. Okay, but what I want to tell you is that we have all kinds of things that are starting to, we're coming a little out of summer, and so we got some things that are happening. So the first thing is 2 Sundays from now, we're going to have our barbecue and concert featuring our own band. It's going to be fabulous. We're going to be in the parking lot, and Big T's is going to bring hamburgers and hot dogs and accompanying things, pop, sodas, water, that type of stuff. And we're asking for a $10 donation for this to help defray the cost of the food. But we're going to all come. We are going to socially distance and set up our chairs and watch the concert. When we got together the last time, we were so happy to see one another that we were just like, and that made some people uncomfortable. And so we're going to go. We're going to sit apart, still talk and smile at one another, but we are going to follow social distance protocols and yet still be together, have a meal together, and watch a concert together. So that is Sunday, August 23rd from noon to 1:30. Those of you who are vegetarian, vegan, or gluten-free, if you will let Leslie at Big T's know, then she'll make sure that we have some food for you as well. However, if you make a special request, then we really ask that you be there so that she's not making something and then you decide you're not going to be there. So if you make a special request, please be there. Everybody else come, bring your lawn chairs, and just come and join us. It'll be wonderful to see everybody again. We have a summer book study that's starting on August 18th. the wonderful book by Eric Butterworth called Spiritual Economics, and that's going to be facilitated by Reverend Darlene Chase and Fran Watson, one of our newest practitioners. It's going to be on Tuesday night starting at 6:30, and we are asking for a love donation of that, which we'll figure out how to do that. But in order to register for the book study, we ask that you send an email to office@calgarycsl.org and let us know that you're planning on taking the course. You've got some time to order the book. You can get it on Amazon or Indigo, and join them via Zoom. And as soon as we get the registration, then we'll send the Zoom information out. So please make sure that you register for that. We can get the Zoom information out to you, and just to take a delve, to take a dive, to delve into this idea of spiritual economics. It's real eye-opening, and I think that you'll enjoy it. So that's starting on August 18th. Then on August 30th, we're going to be celebrating Pride. It is normally the week of Pride here in Calgary, and because they're not having a parade and they're not having a market, we are still going to do something here. Our Pride Committee will be here. We'll be celebrating Pride. Don't come. Watch online, because that's what we do, but we're going to be unveiling the new flag that was designed by one of our members. So it's going to be very, very exciting. That is on Sunday, August 30th. And all you have to do is tune in for the regular service, but we want to let you know kind of what's going on. And then, as if that wasn't enough, our ministers and practitioners are also going to be coming together to offer a Thursday evening meditation. So we got stuff going on Monday nights when Ron's group gets going again. We got stuff going on Tuesday nights when the spiritual economics class goes. On Wednesdays, we've got coffee with Dr. Pat, Wednesdays at noon. And on Thursdays, we got meditation starting, we don't have the time yet because we're still working on putting that together. So we've got things going on throughout the entire week that can keep you connected, keep you in community, and also keep you remembering your spiritual path, remembering to be on your spiritual path. So lots of stuff going on. Super excited about all of them. I think I'm done. Oh, I did that. Coffee with Dr. Pat. Anybody's welcome to join. We have people from all over the States. We've got people from all over Canada who join us. It's an intimate group, but it's very friendly, and we would love to have you come and join. Just an hour, we do some check-in, and then we do a little spiritual practice. Just a way of staying in touch, staying in contact with people. So what we're going to do now is have our sacred time together. And Amy is going to lead us in a chant. And Reverend Darlene, who did the beautiful meditation this morning, will give us our spiritual mind treatment. So I invite you, please, to go within. And go to that place where you are communing with your higher self. Open wide my heart. 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 Open wide my heart.
I feel and acknowledge the one presence filling this room, filling every heart, mind, and soul that is tuned in on this same wavelength this day. myriads of people receiving truths to live by. This one principle of light, love, joy, peace, all these attributes available to anyone receptive to begin to live from a greater place of what we've been so freely given from God itself. I thank for knowing that even when we've had a lot of isolation and separation, the truth is we cannot be separate from the one. Every individual, no matter their life, their past, their future that they want, are endowed with the ability to freely claim understanding and growing and taking each one's own particular part in this wonderful thing called life. And so I know from this unification of all life everywhere that today's message can make such a difference, especially when the heart, mind, and soul are eager and want to know more. So together, wherever we are learning, growing, and the message is clear for each one. Thank you, God, that you make the message personal to each one and give them the tools, give myself and all people the tools to live light in its greatest dimension that you came here, I came here, everyone came here to do, be, and have. I simply turn this over to God who works through God, Dr. Pat's message in a wonderful way this morning, touching all receptive. What a beautiful process we live in. I release these truths now back to the one who acts on them, effortlessly making the journey energizing. More possibilities, more openings. And it is all good, it is all God. And so it is.
Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart.
And so, with our hearts wide open from that beautiful chant and that wonderful spiritual mind treatment, I invite you to say with me our vision and mission statements. We say this every week so that we can anchor it in, so that it becomes so much part of our consciousness that we just automatically move with these ideas in our lives. So let's say our vision together. The Calgary Centre for Spiritual Living is a beacon of spiritual illumination that inspires individuals to reveal their wholeness, co-creating a world that works for everyone. Imagine a world where everyone revealed their wholeness. Everyone recognized their wholeness. Everyone knew their wholeness. What that would do, how that would take us to creating a world that works for everyone. And we do that in some ways by our mission statement. So we'll say that together. The Calgary Centre for Spiritual Living makes accessible a way of living and thinking that reveals one's spiritual magnificence and personal power. We co-create an inclusive community that fosters an expansion of consciousness. We co-create together, not only with the one, but we co-create with one another in realizing this world that works for everyone, this expansion of consciousness. We truly are doing this together. So thank you. The music, such good music today. I'm super excited about the songs that Amy has chosen that I asked her to do. Because they work really, really well with today's talk. So please welcome Amy Bishop, Oliver Miguel, Steph Chapman, Luis Tovar, Lisa Jacobs, our amazing CCSL band. Woohoo!
I'd rather stand on the edge of a cliff and hang my toes over a bit, and then jump when they dare me, even if it scares me and I get hurt. I'd rather build my wings on the way down, do my best not to fall to the ground, and then laugh at my mistakes, 'cause each one's a lesson I learned. I'd rather burn with desire deep in my soul, and love like a fire that's out of control, and laugh and dance and fall and chant, kiss. I'd rather live my whole life with a sense of abandon, squeeze every drop out no matter what happens, and not wonder what I missed. I'd rather risk. Well, I guess I could just play it safe and forget about love, hope, and faith, with my eye on the shoreline, keeping my boat tied, staying home. Oh, but I'll never discover new lands if I'm keeping my feet on the sand. No, I'd rather set sail and get carried away by the storm. I'd rather burn with desire deep in my soul, love like a fire that's out of control. Laugh and dance and fall and chance and kiss. I'd rather live my whole life with a sense of abandon, squeeze every drop out no matter what happens, and not wonder what I missed. I'd rather risk. I would rather risk. I'd rather burn with desire in my soul, and love like a fire that's out of control. Live my whole life with a sense of abandon, squeeze every drop out no matter what happens, and wonder what I miss. Oh, I just can't resist the chance to risk.
Holy moly. I'm just repeating what one of the things is. It says, holy moly. Holy moly. Whoo, I'm just chills. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, everybody else. The harmonies you guys got going are just amazing. So this is what you're going to be able to hear, but more unplugged on August 23rd. Could you get my thing for me? Thank you. August 23rd for our picnic and concert. Yay! Thank you, Luis. Thank you. Whew. I really don't want to talk now, but that's kind of my talk. So I will. I'll give my talk. Fine. But first, will you breathe with me? There's method to my madness. Okay, let's take in a deep breath. And again. And one more time, please. I just love that moment, especially after we've heard music like that, which has just taken us beyond the stratosphere, and then to bring us back, but still with that expanded consciousness, but bring us back to this present moment. So have you ever had the experience of someone making a suggestion to you that you know would be good for you, but your initial response is, I don't wanna? Anybody? So some of the things that come to my mind along that is maybe it's upping your spiritual practice if you feel a little out of kilter. Maybe it's reducing your time online. I know I'm a little guilty of that. Maybe it's eating healthier. Maybe it's moving a little bit more. Maybe it's uncluttering your house, taking a class, saving money, that kind of stuff. So this happened to me just the other day. I'll tell you about it, but first I need my fan. There we go. So this happened to me just the other day. I was talking to a friend, and I was kind of saying that I'm finding it a bit challenging these days to keep my spirits and my energy up. Because the truth of the matter is, I get filled up when I'm with you. My spiritual community, that fills me. Sundays fill me. And so the fact that we're not having that right now, I'm finding myself being a little bit depleted because I can't be with you in person. So I'm talking to my friend about this, wise friend, and she made some suggestions of some of the ways that I could fill myself up again, but frankly, they kind of sounded like a lot of work. And so I was like, I don't wanna. And then she said to me, and I quote, she's a very wise friend, she said to me, that's why you need to. She said the very fact that I was resistant to the things that I knew were going to be good for me means they're probably things that I should be doing because something inside of me knows that if I did them, it would be good for me. Is this making sense to everybody or anybody? But here's what happens. I share this with you guys fairly often. I'm on my own spiritual path as well. I don't always do the things that I know that are good for me, especially when I'm kind of out of sorts, right? So, because sometimes I like to wallow, and sometimes I like to feel sorry for myself, and boy, do I really love it when I can enlist other people in that feeling sorry for me too. And as good as that might feel temporarily in the moment, I have to admit, the wallowing and the whining, I know, are not doing me any good. What does me good is to acknowledge that I don't wanna and then do it anyway. Because there's something very empowering about being resistant to something, even though you know that it's good for you, and still pushing through, still raising above whatever the resistance is and doing it. Because not only are you doing something that is good for you, but you feel good that you did this thing that you know feels good for you. And because you know that it was good for you and you did it, it was good for you. Yes? Yeah, okay. In metaphysics, we call this the law of sacrifice. Now, I have to be very honest with you that the first time I heard about the law of sacrifice, I was like, what? I mean, no way. We are not a teaching of sacrifice. We are a teaching of manifesting our desires and prosperity and love and bringing good into our lives, of happiness and joy. That's what we're about, not sacrifice. Sacrifice is the opposite of that. Sacrifice is giving stuff up and suffering and sadness. And I don't want to suffer and I don't want to be sad. However, when we look at it from a metaphysical standpoint, yes, sacrifice involves a loss, but it's also about giving up the lesser in order to have the greater. Giving up the lesser in order to have the greater. Dr. Raymond Hollowell put it this way: no matter what we want of life, we have to give up something in order to get it. So you may be thinking again, but Dr. Pat, this is not what you teach us. You teach us that we can have it all. You teach us that life is limitless, that we can manifest anything that we want. That's absolutely true. Absolutely 100% true. And sometimes it is necessary to let go of what is no longer serving us to make room for the higher idea, for the true desire to come in. One of the examples that came to me, I had several this week as I was kind of working on this talk and kind of noodling it in my mind, is that most of us in this teaching really have a desire to be more conscious, to be more awake. We want to be woke. Yeah, right? We want to be woke. And yet most of us, okay, I don't know about you guys. Maybe you are at a higher plane than I am. So I'll talk about myself. I want to be woke, but I want it to be kind of automatic and easy. I just want to wake up and be woke. But life doesn't work quite like that. In order to wake up, we need to be willing to do the work and to release the thoughts, the beliefs, the judgments, the attitudes that are keeping us asleep. Things like anger, resentment, us against them, right and wrong, self-criticism, and victimhood. In order for us to attain a more awakened level of consciousness, we have to sacrifice the old way of thinking and being, because they cannot exist on the same plane of existence. They are different vibrations. One is higher than the other. Therefore, in order to experience the higher, we have to let go of the lower. Is this making sense? Yeah, okay. Charles Dickens had this to say. He said, the important thing is this: to be ready at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you could become. So this brings me to what is certainly one of the most important sacrifices that we can do in order to raise our awareness. And that is the practice of forgiveness, the F word. Now, you may be thinking, I don't want to. I don't want to do forgiveness again. I did forgiveness once, and it hurt, and I didn't like it. And I want to do it again. But the fact of the matter is, as long as we continue to nurse and nurture resentments, we cannot become who we want to be. Now, you may also be thinking that you've done your work. You've done your forgiveness work. You've done true forgiveness work, and you don't need to do it again. And you know what? If that's true, and you have truly free of resentments, then but you're dismissed. Go have a good day. For the rest of us, we can use a refresher about the idea of forgiveness and its benefits. It can do us some good, especially now. Because holding on to that toxic energy of anger and resentment, no matter how justified it may be, is doing us far more harm than the person that we are resenting. Those hard spots of anger and bitterness, I just think of them as being just hard little things all around me and my consciousness, and those can turn into conditions that will make us sick and will make us feel pain. And the worst part about it, so I'm holding on to these, they're making me sick, causing me to have pain. And if the person that we're resenting is really as awful as we think they are, they don't care. And we are not harming them. So having resentment is basically poisoning ourselves rather than causing anything to happen to someone else. I love this quote by, his name is Frederick Buechner. Something like that. But this is a dandy. He wrote this: of the 7 deadly sins, anger is possibly the most fun. To lick your wounds, to smack your lips over grievances long past, to roll over your tongue the prospect of bitter confrontations yet to come, to savor to the last toothsome morsel both the pain you are given and the pain you are giving back, in many ways is a feast fit for a king. The chief drawback is that what you are wolfing down is yourself. The skeleton at the feast is you. Now, I understand that some people have had really horrendous things happen to them at the hands of other people. I get that. I know that forgiveness under those instances is really, really challenging. But I would venture to say that being willing to heal those really deep wounds can bring an even greater amount of freedom. And bear in mind, this is so important to say about forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean condoning the act. It simply means that you are no longer willing to have the memory harm you. Forgiveness is not condoning. It is no longer allowing it to harm you. So the question is, how do we do it? How do we practice forgiveness? Well, you know what? If you Google forgiveness on Amazon, you're going to find 100,000 books. If you Google forgiveness, you're going to find 100,000 podcasts and articles and videos about forgiveness, because it's really important. It is really important, especially now, as we are continuing through these difficult times where there's so much divisiveness and there's so much anger. I want you to think about this for just a second. Have you considered that one of the reasons that this is all happening in the world right now is because the consciousness of the world needs to be healed? That there is so much roiling resentment going on right below the surface that it's starting to boil over in different ways. So we have our work cut out for us, even if we don't want to. The very fact that we are here and we are alive during this time means that this is ours to do. So where do we start? We start with one of the basic tenets of our teaching, and that is that there is a divine spark within each of us. Dr. Holmes put it this way: you live because life lives in you. You move because there is a universal energy flowing through you. You think because there is an infinite intelligence thinking through you. You exist because the divine spirit has sought to individualize itself in and as you. There is a divine spark at the center of your being. And what is true about you is true for every other living being, period. No exceptions. I know. Yeah. That's a hard one. And yet it's true. And yet it's true. So consider this idea. It's going to stretch you. That divine spark that you are holding a resentment against is also just trying to make their way in this crazy world. That they are doing the best that they know how with what they have at the level of their consciousness, at the level of their wokeness. And if they knew better, they would do better. So as we awaken, our work is to continually remember to look for that divine spark in the other person, even or especially when all they're showing is darkness. Because even though all they're showing is darkness, there is still that spark. Now, this is very high-level work. This is very high-level thinking. It takes work and it takes diligence and it takes openness to be able to get there. But in keeping with the law of sacrifice that we talked about earlier, if we are willing to do the work, the reward of freedom is so worth it. So I'd like to take us through a brief visualization just to give you a taste of what it can feel like. So Steph, if you can come up, and then when I'm done with the meditation, I actually, could I just get the band to come back up so that you guys can go straight into that next song? We're pretty casual here, in case you couldn't tell. So you can do the meditation, Oliver. You can probably stay sat. You can do the meditation, but just be ready to do that. We're going to go straight into a song afterwards because I think the song will really anchor what we're doing. So I invite you to relax. Close your eyes. And feel yourself being supported by the chair. And as you focus on your breathing, anchor yourself in love. Always come back and anchor yourself in love. Breathe in love and breathe out peace. Breathe in love and breathe out peace. And just know that the work that we are doing is all taking place in mind. You are absolutely safe in your home, wherever you are absolutely safe. And bring to mind someone with whom you hold a resentment. Could be somebody personal, perhaps a public figure. Look at this person as they are. And in your mind's eye, watch as their human self simply fades away. And what remains is their divine spark. From your perspective, that spark may be fairly dim. But keep focusing on that spark. And continue to breathe in love and breathe out peace. As if your breath is stoking that spark as you watch it grow. And say to this person, I see you. I see you. I see your light. The spark within me acknowledges the spark within you. And then say, I forgive you. Continue to breathe in love and breathe out peace. And notice that your spark is becoming brighter as you release the energy of anger and resentment. Feel that sense of peace washing over you as you let go of what is no longer part of you. Breathe in love. Breathe out peace. Allow yourself to rest in this place of peace. Taking in one more breath of love and one more release of peace. And allow yourself to begin to come back to the room, back to this place. But you may want to stay in a state of peace and rest during this next song.
I didn't mean to forgive you for all the harm you've done. I never planned to understand you, but against my will I've begun. By searching my soul, I've found that place. There's no mistaking. I never counted my blessings. I only saw where you failed. Blinded myself to the lessons you taught in tender detail. But time has a way of clearing sight. Like slowly someone turned on a light. I'm adding years to my life. Years to my life. I'm saying goodbye to my I've frozen years of my life, holding so much cold inside. Then finally I find I have cried the ice away. Didn't see what I had become. Thought I was some kind of grown up, but I was still so young. The more I denied, the worse it grew. to my anger. I've frozen years of my life, holding so much cold inside. Now finally I find I have cried the earth's away. I'm adding years to my life, years to my life, by saying goodbye to my anger. I've frozen years of my life, holding so much cold inside. Now finally I find I have cried the eyes. I'm adding years to my life. I'm adding years to my life. By saying goodbye to my anger. I've frozen years of my life, holding so much cold inside. Finally I find I have cried the eyes away. I'm adding years to my life. I'm adding years to my life. I'm adding years.
I kind of got nothing right now. Thank you, Amy and Oliver, and Steph and Luis and Lisa. Are you moved? I'm moved. I'm deeply moved today. I guess this was one of those talks that I needed, and y'all just got to listen in, certainly with the music. So this is our time, of course, where I talk about how you can support the center. And those of you who are doing this on a consistent basis, we're so grateful for that. In fact, one of our long time members stopped by today, masked up, and he stopped by to bring his check in, just because he wants to continue being a support to the center, and we're so grateful for that. So there are a few ways you can do it. You can e-transfer. That's the simplest way. It goes right into our checking account at office@calgarycsl.org. I know a lot of you are doing that. Thank you. You can go to the website. The donate button is now working. So you can go that, and that takes you to PayPal, and you can donate that way. You can bring by a check, or you can mail a check to our address, or call the office and talk to the lovely Kat. I call her Kitten, but I'm not sure you guys are allowed to, but I do. You can talk to Kat and donate via your debit or credit card. I just thought of another thing that you can do, but now I can't remember what it is. Oh, I guess bring it by. Bring it by during the week. Office is open 10 to 3, Monday through Thursday. So you can do that as well. Just to keep us going, keep the center going, keep the band happening, all those things that we are loving so very much. So put your hand on your heart and let's say our conscious giving affirmation together. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is, and so it is. And so we're going to sing I Thank Love. I'm feeling lovey. 1, 2, 3.
I thank love for everything. 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 I thank love for everything.
All righty, woohoo! And so we're going to do our final blessing. So repeat these affirmations after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It's this thing called love.
It is this thing called love.
Love is in my mind.
Love is in my mind.
Love flows through my body.
Love flows through my body.
And love is in all of my affairs.
Love is in all of my affairs.
Okay, take your hands and rub them together. Come on. Get it going. Get it going. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, on a count of 3, we're going to send it out, okay? You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Whoosh. It kind of went, ba-dum. Have a blessed, blessed week. Lovely, you love you, love you. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Open wide my heart. 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 Open wide, wide, wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide, open wide, open wide my heart. Open wide, open wide, open wide, open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my
Amy, you are amazing.
Amy, that's so awesome. So